Hey, what's up, you guys? I think we're live, and welcome to this video. We're going to be reacting today. This week, I decided to do something completely different. It's been a while since I've been doing videos, so we're reacting to Davide Mengoli's channel today because he shared something pretty cool yesterday. I used to watch Davide's videos a lot, but time is running out and I just don't have time anymore. So I was like, how can I enjoy YouTube like the rest of you and still make it worth my time, right? Anyway, I just really wanted to watch his video. And so we're gonna check it out today. We're gonna talk about it a little bit, and I'll put my opinion on top of that. And if you don't know this series, first of all, we'll be sharing the screen kind of like this today. If you haven't subscribed to his channel yet, go ahead and go to Salento with Love. There are a few links available for you to check it out. There's in the description, definitely some links to check out. Before I get started, there's a live event on May 2nd at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to join that as well, go ahead and check and opt in because it's registration only. You're going to have the link sent to you in the mail. All right, so let's get started. I'm really excited because this is like the 5th installment. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go, there's actually on his channel, if you go to playlists, Palazzo Zuccalà. I don't even know if I say that right, but this is episode 5. So let's get started. I've actually got it playing a little bit quickly because, you know, we got stuff to do, right? So it'll sound a little bit different. I'm excited. So this is really cool. He always starts it off with this amazing, just all these shots of how it used to be put together. Basically, that's how he picked it up. And every time he takes us in, he shows us all the crazy stuff, not crazy stuff, all the cool stuff from 50, 60 years ago. Let's just enjoy it for a minute.
Welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide Mengoli, and today I'm going to take you in a very secret place on another episode of Palazzo Zuccalà. Today we're going to enter an area that I've entered for the very first time, just for a few minutes, and I thought I really need to share this with other people. You know when you have one of those places that you think, I'm going to put something there and I'll get it one day. Well, if you did put it there, there was a reason. Today we're going to probably go through some of those reasons.
The place is magical.
Sometimes you just put something in a place and you think, maybe one day I'll get back there. As I was looking through this property, I realized there was something really interesting in the ceiling. Now, it's very rare to come across buildings where you have a false ceiling, and there was a white cover there. Well, I put the stairs there. I didn't want to make you wait there while I put the stairs up, but I'm going to take you up there and let's do it together, because what I have found up in this place, the first thing we need to go through this tiny little hole. Wow, look.
First of all, I have to say, I have expected him to fall off. Judging by our adventures together, I'm glad it didn't happen, so we can continue those.
Fantastic. Do you know what these things are? Now, I haven't touched anything up here. I'm literally just gently going through this building, and some of the things that I'm coming across,
look at the brick wall,
tell us a very beautiful story about the people that lived there. 5 ladies plus their mothers, so 3 sisters plus 2 sisters plus their parents. So you think 7 women lived in this place. So everything we're going to find is very much probably connected to that. So first thing I come across, and I'm looking at all these other things here. Amazing.
What is that thing?
You know, this was used to do cross stitch, I believe, and you could tell there are all the little holes of the pins and some of the shapes still there. Now you think this has probably been here, I don't know, probably 50, 60, 70 years. This is to die for.
The paper is so good.
So it's fantastic. They used to put it on there and then use the pins. I don't know anything. Probably some of you on YouTube can write to me and explain to me exactly how this,
Hi, Violetta.
all these beautiful things, I don't know what were they used for. I think it's probably to hold all the pins down into place. Look at the pattern on that.
Wow.
I find this extraordinary. And this is another one, very long. Look, why would I put this up here in this storage space? What's in the box? Some more. Right. I don't even know what they're called, but the shape of them is so beautiful.
So I have to stop for a second because he has a very poetic way of describing things. I always feel like when I go out and do videos that you know, you don't always know what to say, but you can give your opinion, right? But he obviously doesn't know what that's called, right? Anyway, I'm gonna press like on this video first of all. Also, you guys should go check out his video and press like as well. Davide does some really cool videos, and I think he deserves a lot more attention than he's got so far. So let's give him some attention.
So perfectly made. Now, obviously, I don't think in them days they had machines making this, so probably these were actually handmade. And I love the shape. So yeah, why would I put things? I'm gonna put everything back in here. Now, can you imagine when this Palazzo gets fully restored and refurbished?
Yeah, Mona Lisa, you're right.
Some of these elements
it's an
going back and
dig.
sort of becoming part of the furniture or part of the connection and the legacy. That's exactly what I'm thinking. But why would I put something up here? Was it maybe that one of the sisters that was very good at cross-stitching or whatever this was called probably died, and they thought, well, no one is going to use it anymore. Let's put it up there in the loft. Or I love even the piece of cabinet which is just gently falling to pieces. We need to be careful up here because I can see that it's been totally tuned away. Well, this is obviously the old floor that they must have replaced back in the 50s and 60s, cool. Taking the cementina off in that big room downstairs, replacing I don't know if you guys already have seen with these terrazzo tiles, which they became very common in the 90s.
I don't know if you guys have seen the downstairs area. Seriously, they have got some amazing tile floors. They've got some, this is stuff that he's got from, he's saying that they took it out from back in the day. Well, we got an interesting thing, that's cool.
Because I can read there, Galatina. Again, this Galatina keeps coming back in my life. And something else that's got written there. Napoletano. So maybe the company was making them was called Napoletano in Galatina. And I know what you're looking at there. Look at this. With the lion's head. Was this probably the front door knock? So this was probably the original door knock.
Nice.
So heavy, made in cast iron or probably bronze
right.
Of the front door before it got changed. I love this. This is, it's got to go back on the door, you know that.
All right, we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. Some of you have already seen this. I wanted to introduce this video, but I was hoping to do this based on and give me a little bit of input. We'll probably we're gonna jump into the area. I know this place is in Galatone. We're gonna use Google Earth. I thought I did this already. Gotta wait for it to load. No, but we're gonna, yeah, you can reuse that tile. That'd be cool. So we're gonna look at the area real quick and see what area he's kind of talking about. And I don't know if you have ever done this kind of research, but we've got Galatone. I always say Galatone, but it's Galatone. That was from yesterday when I was talking about Etna. But over here in Puglia, beautiful Puglia, it's kind of a desert landscape. We got Galatone, that's really close to Nardò. It's one of, I don't know, it's like the 4th largest city. I'm just saying. It's, I know it goes Lecce, Nardò, Galatina, but I don't know what comes after. But anyway, let's flip it around so it's north-south. Ugh, keep interrupting it. So my favorite beach is right here. This beautiful greenish blue. This is just really, really nice during certain times of the day. But what's really cool about this area is like when the wind's blowing on this side, you go this way, right, to the beach when in the summertime. If the wind's blowing on this side, you go to the other side. And it's really not that far to travel. So we go in and check out kind of the historical center area. Let's get back to two-dimensional version. And, you know, it's just kind of looks big and ugly gray. That's typical. But if we go down and just kind of pick a location, Google Earth's really cool. They are, that's really cool. They've got everything dressed up for their Sagra, excuse me, I added a C there. Right here in the center, they decorated all the way down. My community does this kind of thing in the, like, Christmas time. But these guys, this community has probably a special festival where they bring out crops and things like that, get activities and things. If you've ever been to Italy, you might have experienced something like that. I also pulled up this for a moment because he's talking about Palazzo Zuccalà. And from what I understand, people could invest with him on that thing. I'm not sure. When I've heard him reference anyone who wants to be involved. So you might, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you might hit him up and ask what he's really referring to. But what I imagine would be used as like a hospitality type of thing. But, you know, I don't imagine it's just going to be straight museum. It looks museum right now, right? So I wanted to browse around a little bit in the Galatone area based on AirDNA. This is AirDNA, and there's a link if you want to use it. It's an affiliate link. You can see a bunch of stuff for free first, but you could pay for it when you have like an Airbnb or you're planning on purchasing and get a whole ton of information unlocked. So we're gonna go in here and actually browse a little bit. You can shut off this. For example, Italy's real estate, this place is a palazzo. So to compare this thing to something else, there are a ton of rooms there. So we're gonna get rid of, either you're gonna split that up into multiple smaller ones, or you're gonna have just that large experience and maybe bed and breakfast where it's a shared room situation. So in order to do comparisons, maybe we can see what it costs. These blue ones are shared, are basically not shared rooms, but private rooms in one larger. So a Palazzo Bove, it says that 89 euros, available 272 nights. And so we can use that number to compare a little bit, depending, and we'll have to like browse inside a bit and see exactly what that offers. So that's really, really beautiful. Check this out. Wonder if anybody's talking. Yeah, I like the music too. Thanks for adding that. So we've got this beautiful palazzo. Could you imagine Palazzo Zuccalà looking like this? Tell me in the comments if you think this is the right direction to go with it. What would you do? Because look, it's similar. It's got multiple entrances on the front end. Some go up, some go down. But this one has been restored to have a nice newer finish. But I mean, it was probably in a similar condition at one point. That's cool. They've got some nice breakfast for you. Anyway, so that's really cool. Let's hop back here for a second and get a comparison, not if it was going to be one, or multiple single rooms, but if you're going to rent out the place entirely. Okay, so that's in this purple section. You go, let's knock off all of these and put it in the 4 and 5 bedroom category, which there are not so many. So the closest one to the historical center that actually has been used for that is, this one's kind of confusing. I saw this actually earlier on another day. I searched Galatone. It says there's 4 bedrooms, but they only charge 56 daily rate. So I'm actually going to ignore it and go out of town a little bit. This is a luxury apartment villa near Gallipoli, which is near Galatone actually. 723 is the average daily rate. If it's going to look like that, you want to invest? Yeah, okay. Well, we have to ask Davide what the plan is. The way he talks, it's always so artistic and always so, let's keep everything as perfect as possible, you know? And that's a really cool strategy. It really depends, but it can still maintain a lot of originality while going for a newer aesthetic in certain areas. So yeah, I'd be interested to ask him. This one's like got a pool and it's external. Definitely probably not the same lifestyle, because this has this giant garden and a swimming pool outside. And from the other one, we're gonna hop back to it. The other one he's up in the attic today, but you should check out some of the other videos. Check out some of the other videos where he shows the inner courtyard. It's like a small balcony almost built within the building. So I'm gonna let it play for a little bit longer and see if there's something else. This is not really my thing as far as having lots of talk to comment on. So maybe this was the wrong first video to do this kind of reaction thing on. But I really do like Davide's take on history and ancient everything.
Those are the beaten nails that they used to use in them days before welding was created. What I have found up here, I'm going to bring it over because I don't trust really this piece of flooring here. But can you see that? That's glass. Unfortunately, it's broken. I'm gonna leave it there where it is. Look at that. But next to it, I'm going to pick that one up in a
I wonder what
second.
that's for.
But this, they used to use it to put a saint or a statue in it. It's normally made by in cartapesta or in paper mache. And it was in all the houses, and especially the very wealthy families. And sometimes I go into these beautiful palazzos that they've just been left abandoned, and you come across. So the saint is not longer there, but the glass, now that was hand blown.
I still don't understand what it's for, but
really beautiful. And you could tell they've put some tape, they've tried to save it rather than just throwing it away, because obviously this was a very, very important piece. Unfortunately, the painting is gone here. They just left the paper, although maybe I'll be able to tell what was the painting if I bring it into the light. That is left an impression on the paper. The frame, it's totally gone, unfortunately, nothing to be done. But this is special. This will be part.
You guys,
I'm going to step back a little bit from this area, which looks a bit dangerous to me. Look.
Have you ever explored an area? Oh, we got an
equation.
ad.
It's a beautiful
Let's let that play through for a second. Have you guys ever explored an area that you'd never experienced before, and in trying to search for golden treasures? I know some people have bought like abandoned storage deposits or storage units and found some really, really cool items inside. Perhaps you've bought a house and there was some stuff in the attic. Let me know in the comments if you've ever done anything like that. Anyway, yeah, we're pretty much done. I'm going to let the thing play and earn some money, I guess. This is really cool.
This is Pinocchio. Now, when was Pinocchio created? I've got to look at that up, actually. I don't know. When was Pinocchio created? In the 1930s, 40s? Because this is really old, but I can see so many layers of paper over the top of this, almost like a decoupage, and sort of putting layers and layers. Very delicate.
I can kind of see this going on Pawn Stars. Anybody know the value of that thing?
Tin.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Tin,
Yeah, you're not seeing this.
In solid metal.
Okay. That's a good place to leave off. Anyway, go ahead and check out the whole video on his channel. It says I've got an error on YouTube. I hope that's okay. Anyway, we're going to do this a little bit more often. It's usually going to be about an area. This was more of a fun experience because, I don't know, I went exploring a palazzo with Davide, and I know he has a very special way of seeing everything. He knows a lot about history and stuff like that. So what's really, really cool is that there's so many artifacts almost that you can find. I'm talking to the wrong camera. It's over here. There's so many artifacts that you can find when you pick up something here, whether it's like on auction or not. So just in general, some of the real estate, he initiated this video talking about, imagine putting something up in the attic and just expecting to go back to it someday, but never returning. So that's really, really makes you think about what you have in your attic, no? What you've got that you really don't necessarily need anymore, you're left behind. Anyway, that's it for today. It was a fun thing. We're gonna do this literally every day, and if this is your thing, join us tomorrow as well as Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is reaction week, and we're just trying it out. And yeah, that's it for now. Don't forget, there's useful links in the description all the time. Subscribe to Davide's channel, and press the like on this if this is something you enjoy. Thanks, everybody. I'm out. I'll stick around and chatting with you if you want for a minute, but see you later.